What's good, YouTube? My name is Hector. That is Michi right there. And welcome back to the channel. Yes, sir. So today is Monday, which means it is a push day. It is meal prep day. It is Monday Night Raw. It is the day after the Super Bowl. Thank God the Patriots didn't win and all that kind of stuff. Honestly though, me and Michelle have just been relaxing. I woke up like at 10 o'clock, which is very rare for me, but I had a terrible night's sleep. He went to bed right after the Super Bowl. I stayed up to play some PlayStation, but then I woke up, fell back asleep, and then I woke up at 2 in the morning and I could not fall back asleep until almost 6 o'clock. And then I woke up at 10 o'clock. So I had a on and off terrible night's sleep, but that does not excuse the gym today. We is hitting the gym, we getting ready. It's 6 o'clock now, so nice and early where we could go, well not early, but earlier than what we normally go. So that way I hope the gym is not busy, but knowing that gym is probably gonna be busy because we thought going to Crunch would be a better fit than Planet Fitness with the busyness, but just because the gym is bigger, it's literally the same shit. It's so many people, fucking 6 people on one bench, benching 95 pounds. So it is what it is. So hopefully not too busy for today because I hope people are hungover from the Super Bowl and whatnot. But we about to head out over there and all that kind of stuff. So ain't really not much to talk about today. It was just a chill day. So let's head out to the gym, shall we? Alright guys, here we are at Crunch Fitness. I do enjoy this gym. They have so many variations of different things, but as you see, this gym is packed. Man, me and Michelle were struggling to find anything. We would literally be walking around for like 5 minutes until something freed up. So my workout was all over the place, but that's the point of these videos, is to show you that even if in a packed gym, you can still get a great workout. Like these tricep push downs, all you gotta do is control the weight, control the time under tension, build up the weight. That way you'll be able to get a great stretch in, go all the way up, and then make sure you squeeze on the way down. So I'm doing, I can't remember the weight here, but it is quite heavy. And I wrapped it out while I was still under time under tension. This machine here is the first time I'm using it at this gym, so it's a different brand. I've used this kind of machine before, plate loaded chest press. And I love these kind of machines. I love anything plate loaded compared to the machines, especially the machines at Crunch Fitness where they have the little lever kind of plate loads instead of the push pin. I don't know if that's the correct terms, but either way, this machine felt great. It allowed me to get my full stretch in. So just talking a little bit about my bench form. If you see here, this is more of a close-up kind of deal. I do arch my back. So I pinch my shoulder blades into the pad, just like right there, and I make sure my chest is stretched and primed, ready for the lift, making sure I use majority of my chest and minimize my front delts in the movement to make sure I am fully engaging my chest. You don't need to go heavy on this kind of lift when you're prepping it the way I do, or the way a lot of people do, because you are literally gonna focus all that weight on your pectoral muscle and it completely wrecks it. And I do that for almost every workout, as you see here. Even with the shoulder press, I always make sure to prime my muscles, the one I'm trying to target, by making sure my posture is correct, my form is spot on, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm no master at this, so I mean, if anybody here knows any tips and tricks, you know, I'm always open ears. It's always about learning and getting 1% better. So if you got any tips and tricks on these workouts for me, I'm always learning, I'm always listening. But this is what I was taught, this is what I was shown over the many years of me being in the gym, from sports, football, wrestling, track, to even, you know, just bros going to the gym together, to getting into powerlifting and all that kind of stuff. So these are the kind of stuff that I've learned over the years, but if you ever have any tidbits, I'm always willing to learn. And, you know, I have a notoriously ugly face when I lift heavy here, as you see here. Love it. But I love these shoulder presses. I know my shoulders are my weakest points. I've had a bad bum left shoulder because of football. So I've always kind of never really lifted heavy on those. So I'm working on getting my shoulders up there. This tricep push down, quite different because it rocks you back and forth. It feels wild. I feel like I'm on a ride. So I didn't go too heavy. Again, I can't really remember the weight, but it was a great time. It felt great, but I don't prefer this push down machine compared to like a stationary tricep sitting push down machine, because I want to just focus on pushing the tricep, not over here going up and down, left and right on this machine. But it was a good workout either way. Had a fun time on it, I guess, and all that kind of stuff. So you just want to make sure you're controlling the weight. I went a little heavy there, so I felt my chest going into the workout a little bit later. These are your lateral raises. I love these because you don't really need to go heavy on these. 15 pounds is what I'm using for all 3 sets that I did, plus my warm-up set I did 12 pounds. And you know, this is a workout that all you need to do is focus on the movement. Like you see here, I'm not going past the plane of my shoulders, because the more you go higher on that, you will start activating your traps. And I'm not trying to activate my traps. I'm just targeting the lateral head of my shoulder, and I'm making sure I focus on that with the time under tension and all that kind of stuff. This one right here, you see, I'm still making my form correct. This is for an incline. I did not like this machine because it did not let me completely go down full range of motion. So it only stopped me at 90 degrees. Not preferred for me. I like to get the full ROM, and ROM is range of motion for those who don't know. But I prefer to be able to control my range of motion. I don't want the machine to dictate my range of motion. So me being stuck at 90 degrees, I was not happy with. I was really trying to get a barbell for Michelle, but it was not available. This gym is ridiculously packed around 7 o'clock beyond. So I told Michelle, you know, if we're gonna work out together, it needs to be a day either we're off together so I could go in the morning, but we are not doing this 8 o'clock nonsense for this kind of stuff anymore, because it was ridiculous. And as always, do your cardio. We have been consistent on the cardio, so I'm enjoying that. Later. All right, we got back from the gym. Holy shit, man. That gym was beyond packed. Even Michelle could say, literally every machine was taken at all times. I had to readjust our workout. We used a lot of the machines because all the dumbbells and all the benches were taken. I really want her to go on a barbell bench. She hasn't done that yet because she's only done Smith machines since she's only accustomed to Planet Fitness. But every time we go, it's nonstop. And then people take the benches to do workouts that doesn't even make sense on the bench. So and then people are sitting or down on it. It's the same thing as Planet Fitness, literally. So I don't know. Either way, it was a good workout, a really good workout. How much time we sat there walking around trying to get a machine or something. But when we went up to do cardio, we only did about 15, 20 minutes, something like that. I took a step and my knee popped in a weird way. My knee has been seizing up the last couple of days. It's been quite tough with these weather changes going up, negative. So I don't know, but I'm gonna take care of it tonight, do some recovery work. My physical therapist over here is gonna give me a nice little massage, you know, and we're gonna call it a night, man. So tomorrow will be a pool day. That's gonna be over at Powerhouse. I go back to work tomorrow, fun times and all that. So I'm gonna put Monday Night Raw on because it's gonna be a fun time to watch that. And I'm gonna finish cooking up a couple meals for the next few days and all that kind of stuff. So as it is what it is, you keep it moving, man. You're not always gonna feel the best. You're not always gonna feel optimal to hit the gym, but you gotta get it done. That's all about discipline, man.
We showed up, man.
We showed up, we showed out. I'm so proud of Michelle. She keeps increasing weight. She keeps pushing herself. She still is not in love with weight training, I know, but she knows it's important, and she's also seeing the progression herself. So it's always good to see. It's actually pretty cool to see. So she's gonna be more of a Pilates girl. She's excited for the, what is it, mat Pilates and crunch. They have that included. She got her ass kicked on her first session, but she loved it. So I'm glad for her. Like I said before in a different vlog, as long as you find your fitness, what you enjoy for fitness, because there's so many different ways to do fitness. It doesn't have to be the gym. They got hot yoga, Pilates, they have mat Pilates, and then what's the machine called? The reformer Pilates, which you'll never see me do. But there's different forms of fitness. It doesn't have to be weight training. But as long as you find your niche and you just stick to it and you're disciplined and you're dedicated, you have a strong discipline as to your day-to-day and whatnot, you'll see results. It's all about compound interest, man. All these little wins will eventually add up. You're not gonna see results immediately. That's not how things work. If you do that, that's just more of surgeries and all that stuff, and that stuff is not for me. I'd rather build the foundation, build the proper foundation, build a discipline, build a routine, get my body accustomed to all this new lifestyle. And that's what I've been doing since I've been over 400 pounds. So I'm happy I took that route because I almost did go through the gastric sleeve and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me do it the hard way because I put myself here. I want to get myself out. And I'm proud I did it that way because now I'm just reaping the benefits of still being able to eat comfortably. I've seen people with crazy side effects and all that stuff, and I'm good. I don't want to take the Ozempic stuff and whatnot. I'm trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm not just trying to lose weight. And on top of that, it's fun. I get they still got to work out and all that stuff, but I would rather just do it the way I'm doing it. Just straight up natural and getting it done. When we're talking about enhanced, that's later down the road when I'm getting into bodybuilding stuff. And if I do decide to go down that route, but right now, I'm just 100% sticking to the natural route of just getting things done and building that discipline, building that foundation. Bella's about to get the zoomies.
Her half-dead chicken.
Anyway, all right, I'm closing out the video. I'm exhausted. I got to get editing and all that kind of stuff. So I'll see you guys on the next one, man. I appreciate you guys commenting, and subscribing. We are only on the way up. See you on the next one. I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir.